everybody, it's Miscensure if you are not sure, and welcome back to another Overwatch update video where today we had a developer update and something happened to the PTR. It's a little bit interesting and there's a lot of good things that came out of it. So one of the big things that was talked about in the developer update was the highlight system. So basically highlights, they revamped them because it wasn't really what you wanted sometimes, and so they kind of changed it into shadow play. What shadow play does, and is what I use to record, is that you can hit a button and it records the last X amount of time that you wanted to capture. So I have mine set to record the last 2 minutes, and so you just hit that button and it re-records it. But for this though, it records the last 12 seconds, which is pretty much the duration of those highlight reels anyways. So you can capture 36 of those, and also there's a top 5. And so whenever you go into game, you have a button you can press, you can hit that, and it generates the highlight based on the 12 seconds before that. So you can also change it where you want to record the highlight intros like exported to, which is something that is definitely great. So after you record it, you can have it where it gets sent off to a file on your computer. I don't know how it works for console, but you can edit that later, and you can set up to whatever frame rate and resolution you want it to be, which is something that's definitely welcome. The next thing after that they changed in this update is the loot box system. So from personal experience, I had gotten a lot of duplicates for the anniversary event. I got the May Beekeeper skin like 1,000,000 times, and I got the Zarya one 1,000,000 times. And the duplicate currency rate was just not like, you get 200 for a 3,000 currency costing skin. So it wasn't that well. So basically they changed it where you get less duplicates, and if you do get a duplicate, then it gives you more currency from it, which I think that is amazing, because I was sick and tired of just wasting my time grinding out those boxes just to get the same crap. So we're going to go ahead and test this out, because they gave us 5 loot boxes to check and see if we get any duplicates. If we do, how much currency we get, and let's see what we get. No duplicates. That's a surprise. Alright, next box. No duplicates again. A1. Another no duplicates. As you can tell, it basically makes this system more enjoyable, so you get the things you actually want, or more of a chance to get them at the least. So let's see if we get okay, we get currency from this. 150, which is pretty much how much it is now, but hey, that's not bad. I'm just kind of curious of how much currency you do get if you do get a duplicate, but I guess time will tell with that. The last thing we have is for the practice range to show it off. So they added custom reticles. So if you're a Twitch streamer, you're going to hate this because everybody asks you about your DPI and sensitivity, but now they're going to be asking you about your reticle. So this is going to be even better. So as you can tell, I have a huge cross for this. It's literally the worst crosshair I've ever seen. So what you can do is that you can go into your controls, and there's a huge reticle section here, and you can customize it a lot. So personally, I don't really play with crosshairs that much, but I'm gonna use the I mostly use circles, but I'm gonna use the crosshair as an example. So what you would do is that you can change these different settings here. So bloom is basically, let me show you what bloom is that whenever you shoot, as you can see, the crosshair has expanded, and that's basically what bloom is. So you can edit things like that, and it goes down to the wire, which is something that's great. So personally, I'm not a fan of bloom, but also they changed more color, or they added more colors to the system, which is great. I don't know why you would want black, but I mean, I guess that's cool. But Jeff Kaplan posted a Reddit post, a forum post the other day, asking for hex colors for more reticles, and it looks like these were the ones that got in. So my personal favorite is purple, because my favorite color is purple, and so that's what I'm going to be using. So another thing too is that you can change the thickness, so you can have a really wide crosshair, which is pretty much the T's. So the lines are really thick. We're gonna have really thin. Keep that at, we'll change it just for the meantime. So we have 5 for that, and you can change the width, so you can have it be back to just a circle again, or have it humongous. I don't know what you use that for, but that's cool. But here's the center gap. So basically, if you're using the circle with the dot, it would add in some distance between that dot and the lines. So as you can see right here. Opacity, you can make it where you can see it less, which I think is great. It fixed the issue that sometimes if you had your crosshair over somebody, you could barely see that person. So they fixed that with the opacity, which I think is a great idea. So the dot size is basically the dot in the middle. You can have that be big or small, and here is the different widths. So the last one is the dot opacity, which is the same thing as the opacity for the crosshairs. So this is my crosshair. Now I can be a pro streamer shooting with this wonderful crosshair. I imagine people are going to troll whenever people see these ugly crosshairs and say, why do you have that, and make it as big as their screen. So that's definitely a warm welcome, and it gives more customization to the game. So that's pretty much about it for this update, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully it comes out soon to live. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, safe sales, and bye bye.